far as advice to any potential actors or just anybody, I mean, it's up to you to find what is uniquely you. You gotta live your life. You can be influenced by other people, but a lot of people get into this acting stuff as an escape, and it's not really a passion of theirs. You should feel like if you're doing this, it's its own reward. My greatest, I think, advice is the fact that for myself, when I realized I was pursuing what I really wanted, which was writing and directing and doing the stuff in this industry that I had already won. And, this is I'm kind of repeating myself here, but I realized that there's nothing anybody could do for me. Like when I knew that I was pursuing what I had in my heart, and I knew I was living a life where I could be, I don't care, even when I was flat broke, I was living a life to where I could be on the other side of the world in 2 weeks' time. And all of that, every day of my life, there was that possibility that my life could drastically change. And so when I thought, what would the dollar value be in that? Kind of was like I'm walking around with 10,000 lottery tickets in my pocket every day. And a lot of other people who were doing the safe jobs and whatever and weren't following their heart, it's like all they could think about is maybe hitting the lottery one day or whatever, which still don't necessarily make you a happy person. But when I realized, damn, I already won. I'm already pursuing a life that I wanted. And I would go into these auditions and I would prepare for things and I go, I know how they probably want it, but how do I want it? I'm coming in there as a contractor. Like, if I'm gonna do your floors, I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm doing your floors, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna take breaks from 1 to 1:30, and then I'm gonna do that, like it or not. And it's my process. So I would come in with, okay, this is my spin on it, because I don't care if you give me a job or not.
Right.
This is about me and what I'm contributing. When I came in with the attitude of I'm contributing, and do you deserve me? I sometimes had I had questions for them, and try to figure out, do y'all know what y'all doing? You know what I mean? So when I had that perspective, and it was real, it's not like I'm playing a role, like, it's a tactic. Really, I'm like, okay, this is, so this person's like this or whatever. Okay, whatever. I'd have questions as far as how I want to do my character. And if I'm doing something or whatever, if I didn't do it the way I want, I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna start again. Not, oh, I'm sorry, can I start again? No, I'm coming here contributing. This is my time.
Right.
This is my time. And the director make a funny joke or whatever, it's like, it ain't funny, I ain't laughing. I'm coming in as a contractor. Mm-hmm. And I step, that's my job. My job is to come in here and do what I want and contribute the way I want. Like, yeah, you probably want this corner. Nah, that's not what I want to do. And I step. Mm-hmm. I don't care if the phone call rings. But if it does, sometimes I go, what was that again? Oh, was that thing? Okay. Most of the time, people didn't know what they wanted, and I defined it, And so that freed me, again, because I knew I already won. And how much would people who only could think about a 9-to-5 job and retiring at 65, how much would they spend? What would the dollar value be for the opportunity or having a lifestyle that could change any day? That's pretty priceless.
Yeah, I gotta
So
tell
I
you.
already, you know,
I gotta tell you. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have to tell you when I saw Invictus,
mhm.
that inspired me so much. And then to see where you are today, it's like, man, he went from Invictus to Mike Tyson to Spawn to Black Dynamite to all these like it was like levels, like you stepping it up, boom, 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 boom. You know, there was things that you were accomplishing. I'm sitting there like, man. And like I said, just by me watching Invictus, I was like, I gotta step my game up. Well, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to do this. I want to do that. You know, you were showing me things that um, like possibilities. You know, how
Yeah.
sometimes when people would tell you like, "Oh, that's impossible to do," and all of a sudden you show a video of you shooting 5 kicks in the air. You know, stuff like that. Like you doing nunchucks, bringing the nunchucks from your foot up to your hands, swinging them behind your back. That's like stuff that people really never saw. Too, didn't think it was able.
Mm.
So when I saw that, I was like, wow, there's actually somebody who can do this. There's 5 kicks that could think it's 6 could be done. You know, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but what I'd want people to extract from that is that's uniquely me. Find who's uniquely you, because there will never be another one. You know, just like your fingerprint.
Right.
So, you know, when you really find out what you're put on this earth to do, that's success. Hell, you can love to sell hot dogs,
Right.
and you could be the happiest person on this planet, and that means you're as successful as anybody else. I know so many people who thought that money made them successful, and they're in the grave, you know, or they sabotage themselves. Look at you know a lot of people I can mention right now,
Oh yeah.
right now who billionaire, multi miserable individuals who've punished themselves and sabotaged themselves because deep down they know they weren't living the truth, or they're chasing something else.